In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports Talk with B. Watts on a Saturday night. Yes, sir. Hey, I want to thank each and one of you for tuning in tonight. If you don't mind, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button if you don't mind. I want to say hello to Son of Yahweh. Appreciate you for your comments tonight. Miss Debbie, how you doing? You had a good evening today? We truly hope you did. Yes, we do. Well, getting ready to talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado football team as usual. And tonight, I just want to concentrate for a few minutes on one of the quarterbacks for Colorado football team, and that is Julian Lewis, better known as JuJu. All right. Julian Lewis is one of the favorites player in college football right now. He comes with a lot of fanfare. A lot of people like JuJu. I like JuJu. In high school, I watched him for over 2 years on TV. I didn't see him every game, but I know that he was on there and I watched him. And he's a highly talked about and a highly recruit from the state of Georgia. Matter of fact, he probably the most highly recruits quarterback ever. I mean, ever in high school as a quarterback. What's going on, William? How you doing? How you doing, Sabrina? What's going on with y'all? Junior, like I said, Julian Lewis was one of probably the highest recruit ever in high school in the state of Georgia as a quarterback. College like University of Georgia, Indiana, and the last college that we know of that he committed to was USC, Lincoln Riley, a quarterback guru coach, right? So when you look at Julian Lewis, that lets you know the potential that he had in a quarterback, his skill level. How you doing, Ms. Phillips? When you look at Julian Lewis, JuJu, they look at his skill level, his potential, or what he can be and what he could be in the future as a quarterback. He got all the traits. He displaying them now up there in spring football practice for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. So when you really take a deep dive in Julian Lewis' background, He's been one of the best quarterbacks ever to play in high school. And the numbers don't lie. TM, what's going on? All right. Julian Lewis, as a freshman, was the National Freshman of the Year at the age of 14 at that quarterback position. He threw for 4,000 yards as a 14-year-old and 48 TDs as a 14-year-old in high school. 17-year-old players, Julian Lewis. That tell you right there, he's a baller. That tell you right there, he's a student of the game. That tell you right there alone, he can play that quarterback position because he done displayed it. I love CC. What's going on? Patrick Williams, what's up? Talking about Julian Lewis tonight. He processed information well that I like. I told you he was a student of the game. And at that quarterback position, it's very important that you, as a quarterback, and you at least got to have one wide receiver. Well, both of y'all are on the same page when it comes to that offense. Because it's a chess game. You got to look at their defense that they're throwing at you. You got to be able to process the information real well. And he has those attributes as a student of the game. What else are some of the things that I like about Julian Lewis? Strong arm, quick release, great feet work. JuJu also has a IQ. Even though he's a 17-year-old, he got the IQ probably of a 20-year-old right now. It go to tell you right now when he reclassified. He reclassified. He had that all, not just to go to Colorado, that just to go to the next level and play at a young age. Because he done accomplished everything he had to in high school. Wasn't no challenge to him. So that's why he reclassified and he went on to commit to USC. But Coach Prime knew he needed a quarterback after the other quarters that he tried to get fell through. The other two. JuJu was next. Why did Coach Prime fall to JuJu? I guarantee it was a size issue. Those other quarterbacks was bigger and taller than JuJu. Probably stronger arm. I think one of them went to, one on named Antoine Hill, and the other one went to Michigan. I forgot his name. Then JuJu. JuJu is a 5-star. I know some got him listed as a 4-star, but if you was a 5-star at first, you should be a 5-star. Either way, if they grade you out of 5-star from the beginning, I ain't seen nowhere he dropped off. Just because he went to Colorado. This dude ended up in high school with 10,000 yards and 144 TDs in 3 years. Impeccable. As Coach Prime said. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all that, man, listen, you can throw, if you do that in my backyard, you still a 5-star. You throw them in the yard, yeah, he on it. He just on it. What's up, Big Red? How you doing? Appreciate you. Real, how you doing? TM, Big Worm, appreciate y'all tonight. Like I said, Julian Lewis got all the attributes that you want in a quarterback. He does. He can read. He got the intelligence. He got the feet work. You see him right now, the way they using him. He got a little mobility that I didn't think he had. They moving him out the pocket. When they move him out the pocket, he still can throw the ball with accuracy. And that word right there, accuracy. Accuracy. He don't throw that many interceptions. He's not going to turn the ball over. He's not going to do it. History have shown me he don't turn the ball over. And that's a good quality to have as a quarterback: accuracy and no turnovers. That means he have diagnosed the play before it began. That lets you know that he processed real well. He's smart, intelligent, student of the game. Off the field, he have no character issues. He proven that already. Like I told you, 3 years he went on and did what he had to do and graduated and came on to college. That letting you know he focused, he locked in, he know what the past is, and he putting in the work. How you doing, Miss E. Willis? Julian Lewis is gonna be special. He's gonna be a special quarterback. And before his career is over, he will be a Heisman Trophy candidate, and he could be the face of college football next year and 2 more years. It could be this year. If he's a starting quarterback, he's gonna be the face. If he beat out all rest of the quarterbacks from Colorado, and Coach Prime said he's a starting quarterback against Georgia Tech, he will be the most talked about quarterback and player in college football. See, he coming out of high school already nationally known. USC won, Indiana won, University of Georgia, but he chose to come to play for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. The picture that everybody talks about, right? With the picture of Shadur handing him the keys, right? All of that been circling along on the internet, and everybody from state to state talking about that picture. The last play that went viral, I mean, over 1 million people saw the video. Just a simple pass. Put it that on the dot over there on the corner. Ball placement. And turned to the camera. And Bucky slowed it down. He played it dead to right. And he did what? Does he do it? Worldwide. He got the cachet. He got the name recognition to be the face of college football whenever his time. Now, whenever his time, and if he go out there and produce, oh yeah, it's on. He go out there and put on the show like he did in high school, it's on. It is on. He can dominate college football for the next 3 years if he's the starting quarterback for Coach Prime starting against Georgia Tech. It is. Everybody else that got to come along with it. The wide receiver, the offensive line can protect Julian Lewis because he's a pocket pass quarterback. Yeah, it's on. It's on. It's just on. He got everything it takes. He got everything. I mean, everything it takes to be a great quarterback. And the thing that I like about him the most, I like his arm strength. I like how the ball come out of his hand real fast. Once he knows where the ball needs to go, he can get it there. He can get it there in no time. No time. He can get it there. And then also you gotta like his feet work. You gotta like his pocket presence. And another thing, you gotta like his toughness. Something that people don't talk about. You gotta remember, Julian Lewis broke his hand from reports in high school in that championship game. He had a broken hand. That's the word out. He had a broken hand. And he still wanted to play for his team. That's showing you how his toughness is. That's showing you how toughness Julian Lewis is. So, I think later on in the game he came out. I was watching the game. They took him out. Just said he couldn't go because the pain was too severe for him to continue. But he started off with his team to let everybody know, hey, fellas, I'm with you. That's the leadership part that Coach Prime said he's looking for at that quarterback position. So Coach Prime got a quarterback in Julian Lewis that can deliver at that quarterback position. Like I said, he showed pause. I'm waiting to see the leadership part. because he's not that vocal. You don't have to be a good leader by being just vocal, but you got to be a good leader. And your players, you got to, when your players is struggling, when a certain players is struggling, can you be the one that uplift? That's the part I'm looking for next from Julian Lewis. Because he, for his throwing the football, for his off the field, doing class work, oh, he got all that. That's my least concern. Off the field drama, off the field, doing crazy stuff, you ain't never gonna hear that. Cause we ain't heard that in the past. Cause he's a good guy. He's a good kid. Good young man. For his character wise. Will he be able to see over the line of scrimmage? Our offensive line is averaging from Jordan C all the way down to Christian, 6'5" and 6'7". And he's 6 foot, 175, 180 pounds. That's my only concern. Other than that, he can do all that. He can do anything else on that field. Now, he's not a runner, but I'm sure he'll be able to get out 1 or 2 yards and get down. He ain't finna just take off like some quarterback on shoulders they can do and just run that thing for about 40 or 60. He ain't got them kind of skills now. But for throwing the football, Julian Lewis is capable of being a good college quarterback for Colorado this coming up season. If Coach Prime choose to go that way. I don't know what Coach Prime gonna do, but Julian Lewis has those attributes to being those type of player. He has those intangibles to get the ball to a wide receiver quickly. He has those intangibles to get the ball to a running back quickly. All right? All right. That's Julian Lewis. That's all I got to say. JuJu is him, a good ball player. I wish him the best. To all the quarterbacks in the quarterback room for Coach Prime this year, and may the best man win the position, and let's ride to the Big 12 championship. That's all I got on Julian Lewis tonight. And now I'm going to move my attention to this running back room. Yes, sir. Well, when you look at Coach Prime, chat, y'all help me out. In this running back room, once again, because it got to be talked about every time I come on. It's the running back room. Marshall Faulk is the leader. It's a Hall of Fame. Now he's the coach. Can we produce a 1,000-yard rusher from this running back room that we have? What's going on, Miss B? How you doing? Miss Phyllis? Miss Harris? How you doing? Reverend Nelson? Appreciate you. Miss E. Willer? Sabrina Walter? I see y'all. Coach Prime got a running back room. It's unproven, and a lot of people saying they haven't been given a chance. Well, we brought in a Hall of Famer to coach this running back room. And whenever you look at this running back room, we got to look at Marshall Faulk, the way he played the game. Student of the game, was the best. He was the best at doing what he did. Jill, what's up? He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Which running back on Colorado can catch the ball out of the backfield? Marshall Faulk was good at that. Marshall Faulk also was good at stepping up and taking on a linebacker as a blitzer. Which running back on the offensive side of the ball for Colorado has demonstrated that, or that can do that? To me personally, as I keep saying, it's Dallin Hayden. Dallin Hayden got all the attributes that Marshall Faulk has. Also, when you look at the running back room, Brandon Hood demonstrate those attributes too. I have identified 2 running backs that can bring the same thing to the table as Marshall Faulk did in the NFL, and I also as in college. I watched him in college, and I watched him in the NFL. Dallin Hayden has those attributes. Why are you saying that, B. Wise? Because Dallin Hayden has proven that he could be that type of running back when he was at Ohio State, and he proved it early in the season for Colorado, catching ball out of the backfield, stepping up, making a block. He can do that sideline to sideline. He's just not no straight downhill runner. And also, I think Brandon Hood can add that to his game too. So it's going to be interesting in that running back room once again to see who's going to emerge as running back number one or number one running back number two. So also we got to pitch in where's Charlie going to fit in? Where he going to fit in? Because I think he's going to get some carries. I'm not saying Micah's not going to get no carry. I'm not saying IE is going to get no carry. I just want to know what's the best way to handle the running back room because we kept talking all last year. We need somebody to run the ball. We need to run the ball. We need to run the ball. Well, it's that time. It's that time, y'all. It's that time. Let me see what y'all saying. It's that time. The guys are on spring break. They finna get ready to come back, and it's time to put up a shut up. It's time to put up a shut up, y'all. It is what it is for that running back room. We don't heard all the commotion. We don't heard all the talk, and it's time for a running back to step up and take the lead of the room. Like I said, I'm going with Dallin Hayden, and I'm going with Brandon Hood at the 1 and 2. And I'm using Isaiah Augusta and Micah at the goal line. They're going to be my goal line package running back. Sabrina Walton said Hayden number 7 will be great running back. Yeah. Hayden has the build for sure by Tim. He does. He don't got a little bigger. You gotta like his the size that the work that he's been putting in the offseason with Coach Swayze. Miss Phillips Smith say, I don't see one running back with 1,000, but I see they can get that collectively. Yeah. I don't see I can see it. I can see one running back getting it, but he gonna have to stay on the field. He got to be that bell cow running back. If they go out there like I want them to go out there, I'm not sure they don't worry about what I think or say. If they can go out there with a one running back, bell cow running back, he can average 20 to 25 carries per game. That's 20 carries for 12 games or 25 carries for 12 games. That one running back, yeah, he gonna get 1,000. But if they gonna do the 10, you get 10, you get 10, nah, they ain't gonna be nothing like that. Won't be winning like that. It'll be just hard and too difficult. So the running back room is gonna be interesting, a part of the team going forward. And I'm just interested to see who's gonna step up and take the reins and who Marshall Faulk trusts the most at that running back room. Running, blocking, pass catching, doing your assignment. Which running back possesses those type of skills? Who's an all-in-one running back? Dallin Hayden to me, Brandon Hood to me. Not saying that the others can't do it. I just hadn't seen it. Jill said, folks play here and ended with Manning. We never should have that. Let him go. But Edge and James was a great replacement, though. Sabrina Walton said Brandon Hood is ready. I agree. That running back room. Love the fact that Hayden went to work spring break. Yeah, there's a lot of them guys went to work. I seen Isaiah Hodge out there, boy. Boy, he putting that work in. Now he putting that work in. Facts. Yeah. I love CC. Faulk's going to have the 2 running back that he can trust. Yeah. I just wonder who's those 2 is going to be. Not who I want, but I'm just wondering who he going to choose. And that's going to be the interesting part. And then again, after that running back room, You got to look at the offensive line because they go hand in hand. Can that offensive line improve from last year when they go up against real competition? Not in the one-on-one drills, not up against ourselves. Can our offensive line be dominant against Georgia Tech and going forward? Can they move the defensive line in front of them on a consistent basis? Will our offensive line do that? I know one of them can. I believe Chrysler can. I know Jordan Seaton can. With Chrysler can. When our left guard can our right tackle can our center can. Those three positions on the offensive line is where I have my question mark, and I'm gonna have to wait till the Georgia Tech game to see. It'll be nice, in my eyesight, to move Christian to the right guard, to the left guard, and put a tight end over there on Jordan Seaton's side. All three of those guys on the same line, on the same side of the line of scrimmage, and take that ball. You can get the inner running back you want. If y'all want to stop us, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get behind our tight end. We're going to get behind Jordan Seaton. We're going to get behind Zach Chrysler. And we're going to get behind the center. And with our running back, and we're going to run this football. If y'all can stop it, we let you know what we're going to do. But can y'all stop it? I'll take my chances on that one side, dominating side, and run that football. Yep. When it comes to that running game. When it comes to that running game. Yeah. Yeah. Hayden been working out, RJ. That boy don't got big, man. He don't got so big, man. I said, dog, is he gonna have the speed? Right now in practice, he looking good. You just got to like the way he moves. I like the way he moves. I just do. I like the way he's moving right now. What's up, Coach Ray? I sent you that link. I hope you got it for tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking at in the running back room. I think Marshall Faulk gonna have a big say-so about the game planning, and more people want to give him credit for. I just believe he is. I believe he's gonna have more say-so, especially in that running game. 70 plays, they at least got to run that ball probably 35, at least 30 times a game. It should. Because when I look at K. Salton when he was quarterback, or when I look back at Julian Lewis in high school when he was quarterback, only one time have I seen K. Salton. They even back to 2023 or 2024. They threw the ball over 40 times one game. One game. One time in his last 2 years, K. Salton threw the ball for 40 times. One time. K. Salton averaged throwing that football around about 25 to 30 times. That's the average. Really right at 28. So you look at when Shadua playing, Shadua was throwing it 50 times a game. That's a big difference. Big difference. So that's gonna be the key. That's gonna be something to look at, how they have this offense. That's gonna be the key. The play call. Play call. So, and when you look at also the use of the tight end, Pat Sherman, when he coached in the NFL, he used his tight end a lot. If you just go back and look at the plays they ran in the NFL for the Giants and the Cleveland Browns, they used the tight end a lot in his offense. So where that stands going forward, I don't know. If CU won 9 games, imagine what the running will do. In fact, the running game will be the key. You can't win in coming fashion without it. Yeah, you got to run the ball. You got to have a balance. Some people can win with it, and some it's just gonna be hard in the Big 12. Just it. Michael Webster was the best back last year It's hard to tell who were the best back last year to me. It just didn't get the opportunity. Uh, Let's see. Our Jizzle said Falk has a great cast of running backs to choose from. Yeah, I can go with that. He does. He does. He really does. I know some people saying at least one of them running back gonna hit that transfer portal. I'm being honest when it comes to the transfer portal. Me honestly saying, I don't think we're gonna lose nobody in the transfer portal. I just think Coach Swayze have set the tempo. I'm just being honest. He started out the gate. He got them guys' attention, man. I just don't see nobody that has a chance from the first team, second team, hitting the transfer portal. Not even the wide receiver room. Even though we think our wide receiver room is deep, I still want to see two more. I just do. Because it's you feel like the team is kind of frail. What I mean by that, when you look at the practice, you don't see the players out there you were expecting to see during spring because somebody dealing with an injury or a nag, an injury, and that don't sit right to me early on in the football season. That just don't. Why is they injured? You've been off. Did Coach Sway what they weren't used to what Coach Swayze was working them out or what? That puzzled me. Some players was injured last year and they coming into this year still injured. That ain't good. That just ain't good to me. Green Harden can. North side. Be wise. I think our O line is straight. Yeah, I can use some more though. I still got some question marks at that. I still got some question marks now at that left guard, that right tackle, and that center too. I got some question marks. That's the majority of the last 2 years when Shador was playing. The rush has came from up the middle. The rush has came up the middle. The center and the two guard position is where we got manhandled on our offensive line. We got manhandled. We got manhandled. I like Michael, but it's Welch hurt because I haven't seen him much on the video. Yeah, Maria S. That's what I keep concerned. It ain't just him. There's a lot of them. No, I ain't. I think Coach Drake told me Mathis, the wide receiver, he was injured. He been injured. You haven't seen Stoudemire, he injured. Colton Hood, he injured. That just ain't a good sign. Preston Hodge, I think I seen him last practice. That's about it. I seen him. He wasn't. They didn't show too much. So that's gonna be a key. I think. I just believe it's gonna be a key. They got to get healthy, and if Coach Prime might have to go into the spring transfer portal and load up, just load up again, just for reinsurance, because you don't know if these guys gonna hold up. You don't know. You just don't know. If they injured now, wow, that's heavy to me. That's just heavy. Seaton and Kareem work good together. Kareem Harden. I still got my question mark about Kareem Harden, but we'll see. How you doing, Crystal Wise? Doing okay? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I just think time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see what Miss Sabrina Walters talking about. She said Q6, JoJo Williams, Isaiah Hard, Flapjack. They are working out while they're on spring break. I seen the video Q6 working out. And I seen JoJo too, Isaiah Hard. I didn't see the one Flapjack working out. Yeah, so that's that. I just believe We got a lot of work to do. It's going to be a long season. I get that. But I believe if we start out right, we start out right, we're going to be okay. If we start out right. We start out against Georgia Tech and be physical and dominant on the offensive side and defense side in the trenches, offense line, defense line. Coach Prime and Colorado going to have a good season because they got everything else. If that offensive line is dominating, pass block, run block, and our defense line ain't getting gashed like we did last year against Kansas, against Kansas State, against Nebraska. If no running back or quarterback is just running all over us, that means our defensive front and linebackers are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They doing what gap control. They doing what they supposed to do. That means our big fellas, Barnes, Anquin Barnes, Big Otis, Lightfoot, they doing what they supposed to do up front. They controlling the game, and that's where big time games are won and championship games are won. Up front on the offensive line and the defense line. They dictate everything. They gonna dictate how far we go, who we gonna be, and how bad we beat somebody else. The offensive line, not the quarterback, not the wide receiver, not the running back, not the defensive back. Defensive line, trenches, offensive line, and the linebacker. They control our season. Nothing wrong with putting in that work. Respect to them. Not messing off this week. Being about business. I love CC. Yeah, they want Coach Prime to know. That's why they put it out there. I seen Coach Prime retweeted Isaiah Hard post. My dog. Now put that work in. Yeah, that's what he doing. And I don't blame him. And some of them didn't even leave. They didn't even go nowhere. That was a good thing. That's a good thing. It looked like they more focused this year. Look like they ready to prove themselves, the young guys. Because these guys, most of them, you might as well say all of them, other than Jordan C. And who else on the team coming back from last year? Preston Harms, DJ McKinney. Those guys played. The rest of the guys, they playing for their career. They plan to put their name out there. Yeah, I think Falk and Leverage going to have a lot to do with the offense CU runs. It would be criminal if Sherman wouldn't let them have any input on the game plan. I don't think Pat Sherman ever been that type of person because you remember Coach Prime always said we all sit down at the table and implement a offensive scheme. So it ain't just Pat Sherman offense. I think they sit down together corporately and as a group and put the game plan together. Coach Prime said it on several occasions in his press conference. So that part right there, I never doubted. Because Pat Sherman ain't that type of guy. Want to be, hey, my way or the highway type of guy. And Pat Sherman, hey, I keep trying to tell y'all now. Y'all, people think Pat Sherman a joke. Pat Sherman ain't no joke, y'all. He just ain't. I know people say they remember him from Denver. Man, Pat Sherman, man, you don't coach in the NFL if you don't know what you're doing that long. You just don't. Well, if you win or lose, you just don't. I think Pat Sherman is a good coach. I think he's going to show what he knows this year. And people going to have to put some respect on his name. He's going to prove it to y'all. He's going to prove it to you. Now, I don't think nobody leaving. I just believe they got a good group there. Yeah, you're right. They're going to get in that port and get stuck. Yeah. So I don't think nobody leaving. I just really don't. I think even the players, I think they like one another, y'all. I think they like the coaching staff. What? Who wouldn't want to play? Who would not want to play for the coaching staff that Coach Prime done put together? Where you gonna get that at? Where you gonna get that at? Where you gonna get that type of atmosphere at? You just not. You just ain't. You just not. Hey, don't forget to tune in tomorrow. Me and Coach Dre will be talking about Coach Prime new contract, and we'll be talking about a lot of more on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Yeah, get in that portal and get stuck. You ain't got no plan. Yeah, ain't nobody. I don't think nobody leave. I don't think nobody leave. Even if they bring in some more players and the room get crowded as we see it or as they see it, I think they got to stick it out. They got to stick it out, at least for this year. Then they have to have a plan. You got to have a plan, man. I'm telling you, got to have a plan when you get out there now. If someone did leave, it's not because they worried about not getting to play. Yeah. I don't think nobody leave. I really don't. I think you can't beat what they got right now, especially in coaching. Now, I don't think nobody gonna do that. The players are like they get along with one another. They see one thing about the players. I'm telling you, when I played, even if it was in high school, you know who's on your team at your position is better than you. And listen, let me tell y'all something. Hey, if you play any kind of sport, basketball, football, baseball, matter of fact, you ain't got to play sport. It can be in your family. You know if one of your siblings are better than you in something. It can be what? Volleyball, it can be throwing them jacks up. Hey man, shit, I can't beat, bro. Bro, you good with them jacks in your hand. That throw that ball up, pick them jacks up when you cover it up. Yeah, bro, I can't beat you. You better than me. Yeah, that's the same thing with that football field, y'all, in competition. You know, I don't care if the quarterback is it. Let me tell you something. Let's Parker right there. The 5 quarterbacks that on this team, they don't have 2 weeks to practice together, and they don't see what one another can do. You don't think they know it's 4 players on this team at that quarterback position better than me? No matter what I do, I know he can do that better than me in that quarterback room. Okay, let's go to the wide receiver. It's 10 of them. How many of one it is? But there's one you see every day in that weight room, on that football field, the way he catches, the way he moves. I know no matter what I do, I ain't better than him. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. Last year, when Travis Hunt was on the field, but I know I'm better than him. I know I ain't better than Travis. Yeah, you know. You know. The fans, us, may not know. Even the coaches, the coaches should know because they see it too. They know who better than them. Yeah, he can do that better than me. Oh, he can quarterback better than me. Oh, I can throw it, but he can throw it too. Yeah. I can't get out of harm's way and take that ball and run 40 yards or 50, 60 yards. Yeah, but he can. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't crazy. I see what I see. I ain't talking about what I saw on tape. I see it now in person. God, dog, he make it look so easy. I wish I could do that, but I know I can't. Yeah, you know, when I was quarterback, I knew the person that was in front of me, he can throw that ball forward to me. I might have been smart. I might have known the plays. I might could throw that ball from here to from the 10-yard line and the 30-yard line on time. Before pushing that ball way down the field, 50, 60 yards. Oh, no, he got that. I know that. Yeah. I don't need no coach to tell me that, hey, he can do that better. Coach, I already know. Yeah. You ain't got to tell me. I know. Yeah. I know. My grandmama and her sister, quilts. They sew quilts. Both of them sewing quilts. Oh, my grandmama's sister, she knows my grandmama was better than her. She knew. Baking a cake. My mama could bake a cake, but my aunt could too. But my aunt knew my mama could make a cake better than her. One thing people know in a competition thing, yeah, you know who's better than you. And you can't hide that. You might try to fake the funk, or somebody might go out there on your behalf and present you as better than somebody else. But trust me, baby. But trust me. T.I. got a song that says, they know, they know. One thing about a player on a football team, they know. They know. They know. They know. They will call your name out. If you're a leader, if you're good at what you do, if that camera ever hit them, and they control the message, and they gonna tell you what you might not know because you're not in the building. We just on the outside, and we don't pick who we like, but they know, and they will call their name and let you know that they know, and that person knows too. Keep that with you. Tell them, you better pay attention. They know. They know. I remember they saying that BY. Yeah. So they know. I know in competition, I knew who was up and better than me. In competition, in basketball, I knew I could shoot that ball better than him. And he know I could too. Because I was deadly with that 3-point shot. But they knew too. And I made sure they knew. But he was a better defense player than me. Because I didn't have no good feet. I couldn't move my feet that way. Not fast and better than the other player could. One thing about competition, that's all I got to say. I ain't got no hoopla tonight. You know, I'm just saying. When it comes to competition, players know who's better than them. It's just like podcasts, right? What I'm doing. It's some people out there better than me. And I know they're better than me. I ain't got no shame in that. I'm striving to be the best. But right now, I know I'm not the best. Trust me, when I get to be the best, I'm going to let you know. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. You know it. I'm going to tell you. I know I'm not the best right now. I know some of y'all give me comments. Look back at them, the JJ them to say, Be White is the best podcast for Colorado. I get that, but I ain't crazy. I know I'm not. I know there's some folks out there got some better stuff than me. But I'm striving for perfection. And I like that. It's just my first year covering Colorado. Some people out there 3 and 4 years covering Coach Prime right now, right? But I like where I'm at. I got 115 tuned in right now. Man, it's 8 months ago when I was by myself, I about to get 15. So, y'all make the show. I'm serious. It's rough coming on him. I tell you what, take your camera and turn it around and video yourself talking about Coach Prime Colorado and see how many people show up. And you tell me how you feel after that live show go off. I'm just saying, that's life. And I can deal with it. I'm grown. In the same way the players on the team. It's the same way. It's the players on the team. They grown. I know that person better than me, but I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep developing to get to where I need to be. It's called work ethic. putting that work in to get better, and somebody come and helped you along the way. Coach Ray done helped me got better along the way. Uncle Steve done helped me got better along the way. Greg said it have helped me to get better along the way. J.R. Boxing. Yeah, he helped me to get better along the way. Reverend Nels have helped me. Sabrina Walters have helped me. Art Gisel have helped me. Miss Phyllis Smith have helped me to get better along the way. Miss Kimberly Williams, both of them have helped me. Even the ones that coming in on the back end who I haven't seen when I first started, like Miss E. Willer, they have helped me along the way to get better, to strive for perfection along the way. Even though I might think I'm better, but I know I'm not on the inside along the way. Coach Prime started out as coaching, wasn't that good as he thought he was, but each year he kept working and stacking chips and have gotten better along the way. He said, I thought I can get away with just good players, but I had to match my good players with good coaching along the way. I thought I could do this podcast by myself, but I had to get better along the way, Coach Dre. I had to get better along the way, Uncle Steve. I had to get better along the way, Greg said. I had to get better. Call in who? Hey, Life of Football, can you help? Can you come on and help me? Let me learn from you to help get better along the way. Hey, what's up, Neil? What's going on? Yeah, appreciate you. You want to come on one night to help me get better along the way? Yeah, help me get better along the way. Hey, DNVR. Y'all fella want to join my podcast one night? I'm just trying to get better along the way. Teamwork. Now, trust me, when I know I'm that dog, boy, I'm going to shout it to the rooftop. I'm going to be like Coach Prime. I ain't stopping until y'all put my picture on that mountain. You better know it. I am what I said I am. I am who I said I am. Hey, it is what it is, y'all. I'll tell you, hey, when I get to be that one, woo-wee, I'm going to let you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely am. Oh, this crowd professional coming to play this season. Them boys too good to sit. The next crop are going to even be better. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Just him trying to talk it up. All the boys back now because they were told to be back Sunday, but most were back yesterday. Yep. You're right, Coach Ray. You're right. You 100% right. They're back in the house. They are in the house. So it's going to be interesting to how this season play out. I think which player, y'all help me out. I said I'm going to do an hour. I got 7 more minutes, right? Which player? I'm not saying we're looking for a Travis Hunter. I don't want to put that pressure on nobody. A player, but who has the potential to being that player like Travis Hunter type player. Not just on dominate. Let me take that back. Take Travis out of the conversation. I ain't going to be nobody like that. LeJohntay. Let's take LeJohntay. The numbers that he got. He almost got 1,000 yards. He missed it by, he got 937 yards. Which receiver got the potential to put up the same numbers that LeJohntay had this past season? 90 catches. I think, did he have 90 catches? I don't forget. I know he had 930 yards. Which receiver you think on Colorado right now got a potential, has the potential to being that type of guy and putting up them type of numbers? at that wide receiver position. It's going to be interesting. Very interesting to see who can do that. Yeah, well, I got the link for tomorrow. All right, big dog. Yeah. I'm a Leo B. Watt, so I turn everything into competition. Everything got to be a competition, man. Everything. You compete. Just compete. Yeah, the players know that locker room a different beast. It is. They know. You watch, you right. When someone better, you start watching him instead of listening to the coach. You do. You do. You do. Yeah, that dog, that bad boy. He bad boy. He can get out. Yeah, I wish I could throw that ball like JuJu. Yeah. When they see a JuJu out there snapping that thing, that boy, the technician throwing that thing out there. Taya, taya. Form well, technique well. They see K Soft out there doing his thing. Shoot, boy. Boy, I wish I could put my feet down. I wish I could throw that ball like K Soft. Players coming back talking like K Soft. Boy, K Soft to be humming that thing. Boy, woo, man, we caught it. Tell me them coming back talking. Jordan C said, "Oh, that boy a leader. That boy a dog. He a leader." Pat Sherman, K Soft a leader. He's a leader. Yeah, them players hear that. Yeah, they hear. They put it out there for the other players to hear. Coach Prime done said on several occasions, I'm tired. I don't want to hear none of that junk. I don't want to hear all that mumbling and grumbling. Go out there and put that work in. Got the rest of them. Coach Prime saying it already. He don't want to hear it. TM, you do your thing, be watch that rock with you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the encouraging word. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It was a lot of meeting between the old guys and the new guys, believing we real meeting. You see, Draylon dropped everything and got back to Bowden when them boys called. Yeah, I'm just here. Yeah. When you're in Bowden like Nearly, you'll be the best. Different flavor, different folks. Yep. Y'all crazy, man. That's my dog, man. That's my dog. Y'all crazy, chat. Y'all crazy, man. But I appreciate everybody though. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. So, they got this report out, right? About some of the guys on the team. I think I clipped some of it, right? Is that the one I'm talking about? Now that's Coach Prime talking about that leadership. That's Coach Prime talking about that leadership thing. Let me get that strolling out the down now. It's saying, according to Coach Prime, however, one thing was separate. They're talking about the quarterback, the two quarterbacks in the battle, leadership, being able to see the field, being able to rally those guys around. Simon said last week, you got to understand, you got to have a bona fide leader at that quarterback position. And Coach Prime ain't going to shy away from that because he comparing that with Shiloh Sanders from what he saw in Shiloh. And yeah, I agree with him 100%. I think we got that on the team for leadership wise. It's about just putting it together. I'm sure all quarterback got some things they need to work on, but I think they're gonna be all right. This is what they're saying about Will Shepard that I saw. I saw earlier today, Aaron Wilson of the NFL. He said Colorado wide receiver Will Shepard. He's 6'3", 244 pounds, 3.5 vertical, 10.6 broad jump, 4.4 private dinner with the Giants in Boulder, per sources. Before pro day, Giants also major interested in Shiloh Sanders. Did Saints local prospect day, 200 career catches, 2,688 yards, and 27 TDs. I'm telling you, it's a lot of stuff out there ain't getting reported. media, but these independent media, they in the know. Somebody talking to them. And if you don't think Will Shepherd don't have a chance again drafted, these players ain't meeting these players just for nothing. They just ain't. They ain't meeting these teams for nothing. Somebody interested in them. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. Here's what he's saying about LeJounte. As the NFL draft approaches, Colorado wide receiver LeJounte Webster had a Zoom call, a phone call this month with the Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers, and the Giants, and has one scheduled with the Dallas Cowboys. What did that really happen? Webster from the Tampa Bay area is scheduled to attend the Tampa Bay local pro day. If you don't think these teams are looking at Coach Prime, wide receivers, and NFL teams are looking at them, y'all are being mistaken. There's some folks out there doing the real journalism. There's some folks out there that not on ESPN, they not on Fox. These folks out here doing some real journalism. And other people are talking to them. You never know who talked to you. You could be the lowest person on the bottom. I got two people on the inside talk to me. Yeah, that don't mean I tell everything, because I'm sure it's that trust factor. But I'm just trying to tell you. A lot of people thinking that Shador and Trav are the only two players that gonna get drafted in the NFL in this upcoming draft. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised Coach Prime have about 6 or 7 or 8 people get their name called on the NFL draft day. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's 7 rounds, y'all. 7 rounds. 7 rounds. One thing about it that I know, like this right here, I just read, when that get out, other teams see that, like the Arizona Cardinals, Carolina Panthers, Giants, Cowboys, Tampa Bay, right? Other teams see that. So that here, right here, that helped LeJounte. Hey, you know what you call the Giants talking about taking what pick they got? They look like they probably taking around about the 6th round. Well, the Arizona Cardinals might say, well, we want to take them on the 5th round. When stuff like that get out, and these independent journalists who people trust, they're not big nowhere on Fox. They just do their work. People know them, and they'll talk to them. They will talk to them. Hey, B. Watts. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Hey, well, I ain't gonna say the phone call. Instagram. That's where I get my message from, right? My DM. I read my DM. Hey, B. Watts. Yeah. I saw your broadcast, so you saw this, but you mistaken and read that one wrong. But I'm just gonna give you a little information because I know you're not in the building, just to help you along the way. And that's it. They'll tell you. It's some same stuff like that going on. Hey, I know you're a writer. I know you're a beat writer, right? For the New York Giants. I'm gonna give you a little information that what we've been talking about in the room. And they use it as source. As long as you don't put no name to it, you'll continue to have that relationship with that person. And you're continuing to get information so that you can pass along. They ain't gonna tell you no major information. They're gonna tell you something because they like what you do or how you do your work. And they respect you. Right? That's what's going on in the room. That's what's going on. I'm gonna shoot this person this information because I know I can trust them. That's what's going on. Don't be surprised. See, all y'all who think Coach Prime ain't gonna get but 2 players drafted. Even though you want to say 3, you're trying to keep my boy out of there. Shot. But Shiloh getting drafted. You can say 2 all you want. You might as well say 3. Yeah, it ain't gonna 3 gonna get drafted. You can take that to the bank. Shiloh going no later than the 5th round. You can book it. I put my name on that. That's the stuff that go along in the game. That's stuff going on in the game. Just got to be aware. Never know who want who. People can say what they are. They put it out there in the media because they know you're gonna run with it. Well, he a talker. Man, tell him we ain't stats you do. Yeah. Tell him we ain't tell him we ain't stats you do it. Cause I know you're gonna tell him. You'll tell him. You will tell him. You'll tell him. So be watched. They had scouts at every practice last season. I never believe anything in those rooms. Mother Scott. There you go. 100. 100, man. 100. 100. My girl say would love to see Webster in Dallas. That would be interesting one. Webster and Horn 5th round. Man, you never know. You never know what's gonna go on behind closed door. Tampa Bay on tape. Real hard, and I know. Real hard. And I know that for a fact. And my brother-in-law is the D-line coach for the Miami Dolphins. Appreciate that information, Coach Dre. Yeah, so you never know. Will then drop a ball at the Shrine Bowl. Pro Day, no drops. He will be drafted. Yeah? And you just never know what's going on behind closed doors, man. Just don't. Each time. Because you can look at the NFL right now. See how they moving around. They trying to get their budget right. Hey, you can tell, man, we ain't finna sign him for all that money. If he can go get that money from somewhere, let him go. Trade him on. Give me that 5th round draft pick. What balls? Who's gonna take in that field? Man, Dion, they ain't gonna call him Coach Prime. They won't say Dion. You know how they talk. Dion got 3 wide receivers out there. We can bring on, get him in our system, coach him up. He can put up the same number because he's gonna be up on a rookie contract. And I just say $50 million. Send him on Texas. If Pittsburgh want him, take him. Get him off my hand. I ain't finna pay that money. Give me Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn just the fast he is, and I ain't got to pay him about what? $1 million. And this dude him want $30 million a year. Man, gone. Let him go. He ain't kept 4 touchdowns. Yeah. That's what going in the room. Boy, you didn't catch for 4 touchdowns and you want $40 million a year just because you're on your soccer contract. Man, gone. Let me draft him. Yeah, draft him to take his spot. Jimmy Horn. Put him on the board. What you want him at, boss? Put him on the 5th round. Will he be there? It don't matter. If he ain't there, put LeJohntay out there. Prime got 3 of them. We know he been coached. We know they been coached, right? The speed they run. He run a 4.4. What you expect? He didn't run but a 4.5. And we drafted him 6 years ago. Yeah, he won't 40. Man, gone. Gone. That's exactly what's going on. They are not going to pay that money for a wide receiver when Coach Prime got 3 of them. Yeah, man, go. Yeah, bring me J5. Yeah, man, go. Bring me J5. Shoot, not finna pay you no $40 million. I just signed a quarterback for $50 million, and now you want, boy, you don't get out my face. Man, this draft loaded with wide receivers. You got Arizona wide receiver. You got Travis Hunter wide receiver. They gonna be gone. Well, who gonna wide receivers out there, boss? We got Will Shepard. We got LeJohntay. We got Jimmy Horn. And we got some wide receivers out there we ain't even heard about. We don't even know about. What he running the 40? I ain't worried about the 40. Who he was coached by? He was coached by Dion, boss. Well, that's the one I want. Who would that caught that pass from Shadur? Dion, boy, in that rain out there. That was LeJohntay. Well, it rained in Miami. So let's get him to play in the rain. You know, let's get him. Put him on the field. Put him on the field round. Put him on my board. If you're down, we can take it. Yeah. I'm not going to pay him no 30 Megatron. What his name? from Seattle, the big guy, the big wide receiver, they hurry up and got him out of here. Send him to Pittsburgh. Send him over there to the other coach that looked like him. Got him poked out. Yeah, they'll pay. They'll pay. What can you get out of them? Oh, they ain't getting nothing but a 4th round. Take him. We'll take Dion, boy. Yeah, he got 3 on him. That's how they talk in that boardroom. How them owners talk. That's how them owners talk. I'm just telling you how they talk, y'all. I ain't gonna pay them wide receiver all that money. They divas. They divas. They divas. Pittsburgh told Jimmy not to play in the last game. With him and 2 set out, the rest played from Big Red. Yeah, I heard that. TM said, I want Jimmy to get that 4-3, and maybe he slipped at the combine. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. I think going to be a lot of surprise and a lot of shocks in the NFL draft. And I'm going to hang my hat on what Coach Prime told me 2 years ago and last year. He got 2 players that he know. Yeah, DK Metcalf. Yeah, get on out of Seattle. Yeah, DK Metcalf. Man, I ain't finna pay you no $30 million. You ain't kept for 4 touchdowns. You talking about you had an off year? You worry about your contract? Well, I'm gonna let you worry about it. You worry about that contract in Pittsburgh. Yeah, let them sign you. Mike T, you want him? Yeah, you can have him. I ain't got but a 5th round. It don't matter. Dion got 3 on. We're gonna replace him with. Yeah, yeah. Send him on. You paying? We ain't been paying. I ain't been paying. Yeah, and they still got a spy on G5 now. Yeah, shoot, man. Nobody been pay that. They just think Jimmy will get that 4-3 on the hand. To me, Jimmy ain't got to run no more. Them folks already know what them guys can do. They all remember that LeJohntay kid. Yeah, yeah, you right. ESPN act like they don't forgot. They the main one who running and showing them, making money off the play. Shoot, he was running in his practice for the combine. I think he wasn't comfortable. Yeah, everybody worried about them. Right. Something was stiffed on him. He looked like a 4-3 wild plan. Yeah. That technique was down. They weren't trained by Swayze. That's all. I love CC. Dion got you know they ain't finna call him, hey, I love CC. You know them folks ain't finna call Coach Prime. They know him as Dion. Jerry Jones said Dion got 3 on him. Not finna pay him that money when Dion got 3 on him. He got 3. One of them 6'4", the other one fast, and the other one is quick. Why I want to pay you $30 million when I can go get one of Dion? Not finna do that. And Dak, you keep playing, Dak. Keep playing with me. Make me trade you off. Now draft to do it. All right. Keep on. You heard him. Tell Shiloh Jimmy taking. Jimmy talking like he both. Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. I heard that. Hey, Shiloh that's who's gonna shock y'all. When Shiloh go out there and run that 4-4, don't let that boy run a 4-3. Lord have mercy. Boy, he gonna talk trash. You can tell right now he's running a 4-4. Y'all really don't think Shiloh run a 4-4 in his combine. Shiloh gonna finna clock a 4.45, like I've been saying ever since I seen Swayze train this guy and they put it out there on video. I said he gonna get it. He gonna get it. Shiloh turned to the camera and said, I know how run them. I know I'm gonna beat their time. Yeah, he already. Shiloh said, hey, Will, you ain't in the conversation. He said, Will Shepard, you not even in the conversation. I do your time running backwards. I told y'all Shiloh is different, boy. Shiloh said, boy, I know I'm gonna beat LeJohntay time. I know I'm gonna beat Jimmy time. Told him in their face. I'm going to beat your time. Will walked up. Will Shepherd walked up there. Boy, look at him. You ain't in the comment. Look at him. LeJohn Jimmy. He ain't in the conversation. I already done got his time. That's what he really want to tell him. But that turned the volume down on him. Boy, I already done got your time. You need gone. Yeah. You already, you know how J5 came back and boy, shit. You ain't finna get me. You can't get me. You can't get me. Jimmy came back. You can't get me. But according to that time, he done got Jimmy. But Jimmy's not seen Shiloh up close. I keep trying to tell y'all, players know different players. They know players. Shiloh know he ain't faster than Jimmy. Jimmy know Shiloh ain't faster than him. That's why he responded that way. You ain't got nothing on me. But according to what's on records as a 4-4 at that combine, Shiloh don't got him. For his time-wise, Shiloh don't got him. Shiloh already know. They just ain't put out, even Coach Prime know, even the strength and conditioning coach know that Shiloh time is better than LeJohn and Jimmy, what they done recorded already. They know that. That's why Shiloh talking that noise. He know. I keep trying to tell y'all, players know players. But Jimmy know that Shiloh ain't better than him. And Shiloh know he ain't either. But according to that time, they know. That's why they got to redo that 40. Because they out there and they know what Shiloh done ran. Shiloh right now, time is better than Jimmy and LeJohn. Go back to 2 weeks ago, and I told y'all that on my show. Shiloh time is going to be better than Jimmy Horn and LeJohn when it comes to that 40. They got to do it, though, because it's going to be on record when Shiloh run, he is going to be better than this. Because he's been trained by Coach Swayze. Coach Swayze is known. He's known. The record's shown he's known for that, to get people ready for their 40 when it comes to the NFL combine. He known that in their pro days. He known for that. That's one of the reasons why Coach Brian brought him there, to get Shadur and Shiloh and the players who wanted to stay, to get them ready for that 40. But that's what the combine and pro day is all about, that 40. They want to know what you do in that 40. Why? I don't know. They just do. Yeah. You're right, Billy Eagle. Yeah. Shiloh going to go out there and break some hearts now. They're going to be some sad folk on the internet, TV, that Shiloh go out there and run that fofo. Promise you, already done did. They just ain't going to let you know. They just ain't gonna let you know. They just ain't gonna let you know. They just ain't gonna let you know. Yeah. Hey, you right. Shiloh, he highly confident. He told Will, boy, you ain't in the conversation. Don't even come up here in this camera. But Will knew that camera runner and had to come back and say what he said. But Shiloh know what he already done recorded. So he ain't got no get back on that. But Shiloh know his 40 right now. It might could have been just 140 and he dropped back again, because you don't heard the coaches, it's hard to stack good days on top of good days. But at least one of them 40 runs, at least, could have been more than one. His time in the 40 has been better than Jimmy and LeJohn, or what they did recently at their 40. That's why Shiloh talking that talk. That's why he talking that talk. And I don't blame him. I talk that talk too. Yeah. And another thing, you don't hear Coach Prime talking about, I'm going to buy you that car no more. You ain't heard that lately. Because he done seen, and he know that what that Shiloh done did in that 40. He know. They know. They clocked him. Shiloh said, I got all of y'all to clock. I got all of y'all to stop clock. I got all of y'all a stop clock. They clocked him. and they all came together. They was talking. All of a sudden, as they got closer to Bucky, the sound went out. They know, they know, they know, they know, they know. Shiloh 40 is better than theirs. And that's all I got to say. The sound went out, and they went to Shadur from where he was working out. Shiloh, I got all y'all stop the clock. Get my 40. They ran, they mastered, and they all went over to the new runner, the assistant running back coach, and he told them what he had. And when you stop and look at their face, they gonna say, look like Will Shepard said, damn. Oh boy. Shiloh got that 444. All of them say, hey man, what you got? What you got? What you got? See, they ain't worried about them because they know they probably let the clock just kept running while he was running. So they went to the guy, to the coach. You see, all of them went to him. You got to read that thing in the morning. They took the sign away, and all of them walked towards the coach. Will and LeJohntay, they didn't talk to one another because they probably let the clock just ran. They didn't want to give Shiloh that credibility. They went to the coach. Man, what you get? And you see Will saying, damn. That's it. Hey, that was so funny, man. And that camera. Well, I'm sure Bucky edited everything, right? I'm sure Bucky edited everything. And once they went together, the next play came, the next video that came up, they showed us to do it. They didn't want the reaction. They didn't want the public to know that Shiloh don't ran that 4.5. He don't ran it. I'm telling you, they came together. As I keep saying, they came together. Bam. Right? Soon he crawled. Bam. I guarantee you, LeJohntay, Jimmy, and Will let theirs kept running. Just a few more seconds out here left. But that coach in there. Soon as he crawled. Bam. And they all came together. You can look at Will Shepard's face and tell you when he looked at that coach time, he said, that's it funny hell to me, man. Shiloh no worked his butt off. He knew, Coach Prime knew, well, I need you to work on your 40. I ain't worried about how high you jump. I ain't worried about how much you gonna bench press because you already the hardest hitter, safety in college football. I ain't worried about none of that. I just need you to work on your 40. I brought a man on him by the name of Coach Swayze. Just get Swayze, get his 40 down. My son. You run a 4.4, I get you any kind of car you want. Shiloh, I ain't just getting I ain't just getting any kind of car that day. I ain't just getting any kind of car. I ain't just getting any kind of car. You ain't heard nothing else about that car. Sit then. Because Coach Prime now knows Shiloh got that 4.4. He got it. And I promise you one more thing. If you don't never hear me say anything else, he done ran that 4.4 more than one time. He consistent with it. He consistent. Just the mayors been out there twice that I seen when Shiloh ran. And he said, that was good. Just the mayor said, well, that was good. And the white guy that owned the camera that working for well off did what he said. You can't see him, but you can hear him. He told Shiloh, You look fast. You look the best I ever seen. Because Swayze got it right, y'all. Swayze, you the MVP. Coach Swayze, you the best acquisition for Coach Prime this year so far. Marshall Faulk, the quarterback coach, Brian Lefferts, Sapp, I get that. They were on the field. But right now, Coach Swayze is the MVP of Colorado football team. Not only is he helping the future Bucks, he's helping the ones who've been there before too. Shiloh. He helping Justin Mayers. You see BJ Green is back. He finna help him also. Coach Swayze is the MVP for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. No matter what K-Saw can do or JuJu do, no matter how much money Coach Prime has gotten, no matter what other coach they bring in, I don't care if Shador go number 1. I don't care if Travis go number 2 in this draft. But don't shortchange of what Coach Swayze is doing for Coach Prime and the Colorado football team. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm keeping a buck with you now. I know those position coaches are good in the eyesight for us, the media-wise and content-wise, it's good. No matter what player we bring in, trust me. Coach Swayze is the MVP. He have served. Whenever you hear somebody talking about serving their purpose, this dude served his purpose. He served his purpose. He's serving his purpose. Now, here's go the kicker part. Here go the finishing product of Coach Swayze. They finna come back, get ready for spring. But once that spring over and they finna get ready for the summer, they go back to Coach Swayze for at least from June to July, 2 more months. And he gonna put the finishing touch on Colorado football team. Watch what I tell you now. He finna put the final touch on these players. They're gonna look bigger and even faster right now. Coach Swayze is on record saying, guys, we're gonna be the biggest and we're gonna be the fastest team in the Big 12 this year. I promise you. These Coach Swayze's word. These ain't my word. And you know what? I believe him. I believe Coach Swayze. Coach Swayze said, we're going to be the fastest team in the Big 12 this year. You just watch and believe. Trust my process. I don't did it too much. I don't did it too many times. Look at the Miami team, how they moved when I coached them. They were the fastest group. I'm going to maximize your potential if you keep showing up and let me work with y'all. You see, they don't got comfortable with Swayze now. At first, stand up. He scared the hell out of him. They didn't expect the hell. I didn't expect the hell. I watched TV. Hell, I stood up. He got my attention. Hell, I thought I was asleep. And I know I was watching him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But now he playing that psychology move on. He got him. Well, he got him locked in. When he talks, you can look around, everybody locked in on. They don't know when to laugh or when to look at him serious now. He got him messed up. Yeah. They don't know how high to jump or know when he turned. I tell you what, it's another video I saw 2 weeks ago. They were working out. They Coach Swayze now. Coach Swayze wasn't in the room. They was in a group. Around the rack. Coach Swayze turned that corner. They saw Coach Swayze coming, but they hurried up and got in that rack. That's the kind of effect he got on him right now. He got that sock thing on. Oh, you know, fellas, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. When you dating that woman You have her up. You try to get her go up, come down, because you don't want her to know how you move. You want to be in control, but when she figure your ass out, she gonna have you. Yeah, just like I'm gonna stop there. I've been there. I know. I thought I was that dude, but she tell me now how to jump and how to sit your ass, shut up and sit your. But no, sit that look. She can give me that look. I know to sit. I know to sit down. Coach Wade, the same way with them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. T.I. They know. Coach Wade is him. They know. The only, listen, Coach Swayze, the only one probably in the building can get their respect like that. I'm not saying they don't respect Coach Prime. I'm not saying because they don't spend most of their time with Coach Swayze. They know what Coach Swayze expects of them. They know Coach Swayze want what he want. He wanted, he listen, they know Coach Swayze want what he want. And they give it to him. They give it to him. And that's why I say he's the MVP. So he get that respect, man. He getting it. He getting it. He getting it. Real edge. Coach Wade getting it from him. I'm telling you, they lock up when he come around. When he talk in a group, they all locked in. White, black, Puerto Rican, all on. Just a freaking looking at it. Freaking looking at it. Every word. He crack a joke and say, he. You can't find not one of them crack a smile. They don't even know how to crack a smile. Y'all know how JB is. JB be standing right in front of him. And you know, JB silly. He ain't know when to laugh. JB didn't even know when to smile or what. He didn't know how Coach Wade gonna come at him. He got their ass locked in, boy. I'm trying to tell you that. He got them locked in, y'all. He got them locked in. He got them locked in. He got them locked in, man. He got them locked in. And every time, I'm going to tell you, every time you see Shiloh and Coach Wade together in that video, Bucket going to show Shiloh hugging, put his arm around Coach Wade. Because he know that's the sign. When he do his arm like that, that's the sign. You saved my life. That let me know he already accomplished what he's supposed to accomplish. That 4-4-40. Once Shiloh did that, when I saw that, put his arm around him, confirmed it, comfort, appreciate you, love you, man. I got this. I had doubts about myself. I kept listening to the rumors. I kept listening to the bloggers. I kept listening to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, ESPN, Fox, saying that I was slow. I can't cover a wide receiver or a running back out of the backfield because my 40 is slow. But now, as the process has begun and nearly not end, Coach Wade walk up in the camera next to Shiloh. First thing Shiloh do, put his arm around. Confirmed it right there. That's what confirmed it to me. I look for stuff like that. Relationship. Coach Wade, you saved my life. He put his arms around. Not only one time I don't seen it 3 times. Go back and watch the video. He put his arms around. You saved my life. And boy, I'm finna go to this NFL and turn up. And when Shiloh do his video, 5 or 6 or 10 years from now, you're gonna hear him say, Coach Wade. Y'all heard it right here on Sports Talk. We'll be Watts. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I appreciate each one of you. Yep. Hey, it is what it is, Mr. E. Hey, when somebody tell you they care about you, don't listen to what they say. Watch how they treat you. And they demonstrating it right here on camera. Never worry about what somebody might say to you. Never worry. watch how they treat you. Miss E. Willer, I think I said her name right. I hope I did. Miss E. Willer just spoke what I just spoke. Actions speak louder than words. You can have the loudest mouth in the room. You can have the softest voice in the room. But your action gonna tell me everything I need to know about you. And he identified Coach Swayze as the action part and told him, boy, I'm gonna get you right. Quit worrying about it. You remember when I showed you, I did a show on Shiloh. I showed you every step that he was teaching Shiloh how to run that 40 by stand down low and don't come up. Don't come up until you get to that 20. You'll know when you get to the 20-yard line. That's when you start rising up. It's just like an airplane. Yeah, you stay low till you get out that runway. Then you start coming up. And he told Shiloh, lead in my arm. Boy, I got you. You ain't gonna fall. Just lean. I got you. Then he turned him loose like a little baby. He started out fast, slow, low. They demonstrated on camera. That's what Jimmy and LeJohntay and Will were missing when they got with a personal trainer. But if you look at Travis Hunter, the way he can train the same way Shiloh is getting trained. All you gotta do is go back and watch Travis' video that he putting out, and you watch Shiloh. They getting trained the same way. Stand out low. Do not come up until you pass that 20-yard line. Your first 10 yards is the key to let me know what you're going to run in the 40. In the 40. In that 40. Your first 10 yards. That's why you got to start out here. I'm telling you. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Coach Dre and myself, Off Script TV, will be my guest tomorrow. I don't know if he got in contact with Becky or well off, but we'll see tomorrow. Will Becky join us? I left that in his hand because they friends, they know each other. If Becky joins us, we'll be here. If not, we still gonna rock like we always do. Hey, y'all been a blessing to Sports Talk with B. Watts. I thank y'all for allowing me to say what I had to say and y'all interacting, and just appreciate y'all on this journey, what I'm trying to reach. Ain't no stopping in me. I'm going to keep going. I'm here 8 o'clock p.m. just about every night but Friday night. But once again, like I say, y'all have a good night, and thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts.
We got a program. We will be the fastest, most explosive team. Y'all gonna see. Hey, good job, man. Good job. Hey, easy money.
My name is Andrew Swayze. I'm originally from Miami, a little background. I coached at the University of Miami for over 18 years, and also coached at FIU after that, and then also coached at Columbus High School.
Ready? Hey, excellent job. Hey, let's go.
The biggest thing in coaching that I think that gives me joy and pleasure is helping young men reach their goals. The weight room gives an extra edge. So I enjoy getting the guys prepared and ready to do what they've been blessed and called to do on the football field.
Good job, good job. Hey, walk. Hydrate. Arms hang and fire. Be more violent, let your arms hang. Hey, that's what I want right there. It gotta look like that. It gotta look like that.
My biggest thing is like development. One, guys taking pride in seeing their bodies change, seeing their speed change, seeing their strength levels change. That builds the confidence in their mindset.
Ooh-wee.
To me, everything falls on confidence, and that's what we trying to do, is build young men to be the best they can be, which in turn is going to help us win games and also be successful on the football field and do what we got to do.
Let's hit the 225, then we'll look at the last one. As I go down, push elbows up. Elbows up. There we go. Easy money, bro. Right there. Money.
Colorado brings in a new head strength and conditioning coach. He's the head strength and conditioning coach in Miami for 15 years, Andrew Swayze.
So what we'll do, a guy press here and a guy press there. Just superset it off. And then when they see changes in their bodies, you know, that's what I get a kick out of.
It was kind of like really a special time in my life. It's a lot of dreams coming true, winning national titles, major BCS bowl games.
Hey Buff family, this is Coach Shermer with CU Football.
Hey Buff family, this is Coach Livingston with CU Football.
Today is CU Buffs All In, our annual day of giving.
Your investments ensure our student athletes have the resources to have success on and off the field.
Make your gift today and let's show the world what it means to be Buffs All In.
On behalf of CU Football and CU Athletics, thank you, and we look forward to seeing you back at Folsom Field soon. Go Buffs.
Are you practicing to practice, or you practicing to be great? Which way am I going?
Let's come, you on the way.
Hey Wes, you came back for the first time. I love your hustle. That's why I gave you a 4. Running around, you were physical out there, you were thugging. You had one play, you only had 3 plays, you had one play where you messed up. The only reason you got a 4 is because of the energy you brought to the locker room. You got to keep that up, all right?
And then we get back out there. That's how you do it. All right, but you gotta get deep in there. You see how you got an extra energy? You feel me? You got one more in. You got one more bar. You got one more bar now.
This elbow causes most fumbles because as you get tired, it gets lower, and there's only one way to make sure this elbow never go up. You know how? Because physically it can't happen. If you put your thumb in your chest, that elbow will always be up. That quarterback's in here and you're going this way, that's going to keep you from getting quarterback. Those feet will never get tangled up. Outside zone, we step here. I don't want you to, some of y'all do this, some of y'all do that.
The key to the success, as a coach, I'm saying as a strength coach, and I'm watching them work, they self-policed. They made sure everybody did their reps. The best players was my hardest workers. My best players was my hardest workers. My best players was the hardest workers. So the guys that we count on, you can count on them from the weight room, from conditioning. They always out front, and they the toughest. Your best players got to be your hardest workers.
Remember, here is the biggest thing about greatness. Greatness ain't about, man, I got it here. Now let me go on. That's what people mess up. You know what greatness is?
You think you're doing wrong, and then you keep trying to be better, and then you're just great. Or you just do something great, and that's it.
I'm saying, but how I continue to do something good to become great at it. Like,
not mess up.
The consistency part. Like, once you master this form or this deal, I just need you to keep repeating that same deal.
So you don't mess up?
Yeah, so be a master at the fundamental. If you become a master at that technique, you won. It's very, very important. Like, you have to be a master of fundamentals. Like, everybody think it's this extra. No, it's being great at the basics. Be real, real good at your basics. It's like the point. Now I want you to master it to where it's second nature. So now I'm out there breaking, I'm driving. Everything becomes master.